Oh, Tom, we're going to the Sapphire Club today with our friend Karen.
Oh,
We
is
need
that
a
guy
we need
still there?
we got to have a tourist day. Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds fun.
yeah. Every once in a while, you got to just be a tourist, you know. Tourist fun.
Someone else is here. Who else is here? Push that arrow and see all
Oh,
here.
hold on. Oh, Nelson's here. Hey, Nelson.
Hey, Nelson. Nice to see you. Hey, Mom. Mom is here too.
Hey, Mom. All right, everybody. Let me just get this situated, and we will get started. Thank you so much for coming. All right, let's make sure I have everything done correctly. Noise removal. This microphone recording in progress. All right, everybody. We are live from Archer-Shaw Temple in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Welcome to Merkaba Temple Online. Take a breath with me. Just one. Inhale. And exhale. Letting yourself arrive. Not into an idea, not into a performance, but into your body.
Merkaba Temple is an interspiritual sanctuary. You are welcome here whether you walk with Christ, Krishna, Buddha, Shiva, the Divine Mother, the Earth, your ancestors, or simply the quiet intelligence within your own heart. And wherever you are joining us from today, across cities, countries, or seasons of your life, you are in the right place.
And you don't need to be ready for what we're stepping into today. You don't need to understand it, and you don't need to agree with it. You just need to be honest enough to notice what lands.
So just begin here, with breath, with presence, allowing the body to soften and the nervous system to settle. And let whatever you've been carrying this week be set down, even just a little.
So what we're stepping into today is not a teaching about growth. It's a conversation about cost, the cost of what is real, and the place where most people stop just short.
So wherever you are this morning, just notice how you are arriving. If you feel it, you can drop a word in the chat. Let's stay connected in this together.
We are so glad that you are all here with us. Welcome home.
So let's formally open the energetic gateway of today's service with the Adi Mantra. The Adi Mantra is a mantra of humble invocation. It means I bow to the infinite wisdom, the divine teacher within and without, the great guru that lives in all beings.
And this mantra, it's not about belief, it's about orientation. It's a willingness to stop leading from the mind and allow something deeper to lead.
So as we chant, let this be a softening, a bow, not to something outside of you, but to the living intelligence that already knows what is true.
And you don't have to get there. You don't have to force anything. Open. Just breathe, stay simple, and let the sound do what sound does.
We will begin, as always, with 3 deep breaths together. And on the 4th breath, we'll chant Ong Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. If you know it, join us. If you're new, you can listen and enter in when you feel ready. So we begin by rubbing our hands together, activating the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Pause, bringing the thumbs, the heart center, taking a deep breath in. And release. Once again, deep breath in. And release. Another deep breath in. And release. Receive the breath to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om
Divine light, in us, through us, and as us, we arrive today at the edge, the place where we already know what is true and where we have been hesitating to live it. You have shown us what is no longer aligned, the identity we've been protecting, the comfort we've been holding on to, and the places we stay because it's easier than letting go. Give us the courage to stop pretending we don't see it. Not tomorrow, not when it's easier, but right now. Steady us in the moment of decision where something in us is ready to end and we don't yet know what comes next. Let us not turn back to what is familiar just because it's known. Let us not negotiate with what is already clear. Strengthen our capacity to remain in the fire long enough for what is false to fall away cleanly. And in that space, reveal what is real. Not something we have to build, but something that has always been here, unperformed, untouched, and whole. Teach us to trust that. As we move through this service, let this not stay in the mind, but let it land in our bodies, in the places where we are being asked to choose. We place this moment, this field, and our beautiful community into your care. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Guru Om. Amen. Aho. Ashe. And so it is.
We are going to move into mantra, something simple and direct. Today we will chant Om Namah Shivaya. It's a bow to Shiva, the force of destruction and creation, the intelligence that dissolves what is not true and reveals what is always real. And the reason we're working with this mantra today is because of what we're standing in. This is not a conversation about adding something new to your life. It's about what is ready to fall away, what is already ending if you stop holding it in place. This mantra supports that, not by effort, not by force, but by allowing what is false to dissolve, allowing what is real to remain. If you know it, please sing along, and if not, listen and join in when you are ready.
And if you have your mala, let's go ahead and grab your mala. We are going to do 108 chants of Om Namah Shivaya. Aeon and I will lead it, and just feel free to sing along with us. Just adjust the audio. You ready? Okay.
Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Always a great mantra to return to center, to turn off the thoughts and return to the breath. Notice what shifted, even slightly.
So just take a breath with me and release. Letting the mantra land. And from this place, not reaching, not trying to get anywhere, just here, we open ourselves to receive. At Merkaba Temple, we honor many sacred paths, and we also acknowledge the presence of our Guru, Guru Nityananda of Ganeshpuri, not as someone to believe in, but as a living current of truth, a presence that does not add anything to you, but reveals what is already here. Jacob, our brother, will now read Guru's channel transmission for today. Jacob, the floor is yours.
Thank you, brothers. Children, you say you want what is real, but you do not want what it costs. You come close, closer than before. You see clearly, and then you hesitate. Not because you are confused, because you are protecting something. There is always one thing left, one attachment, one identity, one place, you say, not this. You call it wisdom. You call it timing. You call it discernment. But it is fear. You already know this. The truth does not hide from you. It stands quietly and waits. It does not argue. It does not convince. It simply remains until you stop pretending you do not see it. What you are avoiding is the doorway. What you are protecting is the barrier. And what you fear losing was never stable. You believe you must hold it together, but you are the one holding it in place. Release it, and it will fall. Do not ask what will replace it. That question keeps you where you are. The real does not arrive as a replacement. It is revealed when what is false is no longer sustained. This is the cost. Not effort, not time. Everything you are not. So stand at the edge without negotiation. Do not step back into what is familiar. Do not rebuild what is ending. Remain. And what is real will not need your protection. It will stand as what you are. Om Guru Om, Jai Guru.
Om Guru Jai Guru.
Jay Guru. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you.
Take a breath, everyone, and let that land. No need to analyze it. No need actually to do anything with it. If something moved in you, a recognition, a tightening, a knowing you've been avoiding, just notice. Because what we're in right now is not a concept, it's contact. And sometimes words can only take us so far. Music, on the other hand, has a way of moving around the mind and meeting us directly. So don't just listen. Let the music open what's ready and take us where we don't usually allow ourselves to go. Roy, the space is yours.
Thank you, brother. I took my love, I took it down. Climbed the mountain, I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills. The landslide brought me down. Mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children grow older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Ah, take my love, take it down. I climb a mountain, turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, the landslide will bring you down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, the landslide will bring you down. Ooh, landslide will bring it down.
Beautiful, Roy. Thank you so much.
As we take a breath together once more, letting the song settle, I want to say welcome to some of our additional folks who we have here today. Welcome, Tara. Welcome, David. So happy to see you here.
Tara.
Sorry, Tara. Welcome, Tara. See Allah. We're so glad that you're all here. What we've been moving through this morning, the mantra, the transmission, the music, has all been bringing us to a very specific place, the edge. The place where something in you already knows and where there is still hesitation to act. And this is where most people turn back, not because they're incapable, but because they stop just short. So what we are about to move into is not a teaching about growth. It's about what it actually takes to cross that threshold. Christopher is going to take us there, not as an idea, but as something lived. Christopher, the temple is yours.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our viewers on YouTube Live. We're so great to have you. Welcome to our podcast listeners. Thank you so much for being here with us today to talk about the cost of the real. So everyone says they want transformation. They don't. They want improvement, relief, and clarity. But transformation asks for everything. Not your time and not your effort and not your willingness to do the work, but everything. Identity, your comfort, and your relationships. The version of you that has been performing your entire life. Many of you know, in August of 2024, I flew to Mexico to die. Not metaphorically, but to kill the version of me I had been performing for decades. The identity built out of adaptation, survival, fear, and strategy ended. And what remained was not something new, it was something or someone who had always been there, untouched, uninjured, and unperformed. But here's what I need you to understand. That did not happen because I wanted transformation. It happened because I stopped protecting what was keeping me from it. And most people never get there, not because they're weak, but because they stop right before the final surrender. So let me show you where that happens. The first thing transformation asks for is the self you think you are. Not your essence, not your soul, but the constructed self. The one that learned how to be loved, how to be accepted, and how to survive. This is the performer, the achiever, the one who is fine. And y'all know what fine stands for, right? Effed up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. The self that is not fake. But it's not really you. It's a strategy. And it becomes so familiar that you mistake it for your identity. So when transformation asks you to let it go, it doesn't feel like growth, it feels like death. And most people, they won't go there because they don't know what's on the other side. But I can tell you one thing, what's on the other side is more real than anything that self ever produced. The second thing transformation asks us for is your comfort. And it's not just obvious comfort, it's the deeper one. The known life, the familiar suffering, the relationship that isn't alive but it's predictable, the career that isn't true but it's stable, the patterns that quietly drain you but don't disrupt your identity. And your nervous system will choose that almost every time because it knows how to survive it. Those things are familiar. We know how to navigate the familiar, even when it's painful, traumatic, unhappy, or miserable. In January of 2024, I called off a wedding 3 months before it happened. And not because my husband-to-be was a bad man, because that wasn't true. But when I chose truth, everything I had been avoiding came up. The grief, the loneliness, the fear. That's the cost of leaving comfort. You don't just lose the thing, you lose the insulation. And without insulation, you feel everything. This is where most people turn back, or they replace one form of comfort for another, which is what I did for a number of months when I relapsed. Because without a container, or without a practice, or without something that can hold what arises, the real becomes too much for most of us. The third surrender is the one that costs us the most because it involves other people. Transformation changes you. And not everyone will come with you. Not because they're wrong and not because they're bad, but because the relationship was built on a version of you that no longer exists. There are people who need you to stay the same. There are people who need you to stay small, to stay familiar. Because if you change, that disrupts their world. How many of you know this firsthand? The person that has spent their life rescuing you, taking care of you, giving you money, right? And it's these people that are in certain roles. And the minute you get well and you get better and you don't need them in that role anymore, they freak out. It disrupts their world. What do you mean you can take care of yourself on your own? What do you mean you can pay for things on your own and you don't need me to fund your life? Right? These are people who want to keep us small. And sometimes the most loving thing that we can do is to let those relationships end without shrinking ourselves to preserve them. I can't tell you how many people I have lost who I have loved. Not because love wasn't there, but because alignment wasn't. When I went through my death rebirth experience in August of 2024, when I came back, I was told during my retreat, be careful when you go home. People are going to start falling off left and right because they're no longer going to align with who you are. Those are the people that want to keep you small or keep you stuck inside of a container that they are trapped in. And I knew too much to stay small. It's been a sad process and a lonely process. My Kundalini yoga teacher instructor told me that as we rise, you want to think about it as going up a mountain, right? Like a traditional mountain. And as you get toward the top, it gets smaller. And not as many people are there as you arrive toward the top of the mountain. There's not as many people that can make it, and not as many people that would even want to go up the mountain with you. So it gets lonely. It gets small. And the people that do remain are special. They're either doing the work or they've done the work, and they can align with you and meet you where you're at in your transformation. But what I found on the other side of those losses was something I couldn't have created. Like I said, people like you who recognize what is actually real in me, a life that is actually aligned, a community that is not built on performance, but that life only arrived after I stopped protecting the one that was not true. And this is why people stop just short of that, because it's a pattern. And I want you to hear this clearly. People go deep, right? Impressively deep. Many of us have done so much work on ourselves. We heal, we grow, and then we stop right before the final surrender. Because there is always one thing left. the thing they won't give up, the thing we justify, the thing we protect. And we tell ourselves, this one is different, but it's not. That's the gate. So here's the truth. And you already know what it is. You don't need more clarity, and you don't need another teaching, and you don't need more time. You already know. It has a very specific feeling, a quiet knowing, followed immediately by resistance. Yes, but not that. That's it. That's the place. That's the edge. And transformation is not waiting for you to be ready. It's not waiting for the right moment. It's not waiting for your life to be perfectly aligned. It's waiting for you to stop pretending that you don't know. The cost is everything. The identity, the comfort, and the relationships built on your smallness. And what you receive cannot be explained in advance. It can only be lived. So there is only one question that I leave you with today. Are you finally ready? Are you finally ready? Divine light in us, through us, and as us, we come to the edge honestly, not performing, not negotiating, and not pretending what we don't know. You have already shown us what is true. So give us the courage to stop protecting what is no longer aligned. Give us the steadiness to stand in the space between what is ending and what has not yet formed. Give us the clarity to recognize the real and the strength to choose it. Let what is false fall away cleanly. Let what is true rise without force, and may we release the identity that was built in fear and stand as what has always been whole. May we trust the fire, not as destruction, but as revelation. And as we walk this path, may we walk it with humility, with integrity, and with devotion to what is real. Divine light, seal this knowing in us, not as an idea, but as lived truth. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Guru Om. Amen. Aho. Ashe. And so it is. Take a deep breath and release. Aeon will now lead us in a guided meditation to embody the teaching.
Powerful. Thank you. All right, everyone. Taking a moment to find a position that allows you to be still. Letting the body settle, no force, no effort, just simply be. And if it feels natural, let the eyes close. Taking a slow breath in through the nose. And a full, slower exhale out through the mouth. Again, inhale. And release. One more time, deep inhale, as deep as you can. All the way to the tippy top. Pause. And release. Allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. No need to control. Just notice the movement. Begin to become aware of the weight of your body, the sensation of the ground beneath you. Nothing to hold, nothing to manage, just be here. Now bring your awareness into the body, into the center of your chest, the center of experience. Not thinking about it, feeling. And begin to notice what is here. No need to name it. No need to change it. Just notice. Now, I want you to bring your attention to something in your life right now that you already know. A place where something is not aligned. A decision you've been circling. A truth that is already clear. Let it come into awareness. Not the story about it, the actual thing. Notice how the body responds. Notice the contraction, or the resistance, or the pull to move away. Stay. There's no need to fix it. You don't need to act on it. Just don't leave. Now take a deep breath into this space. Inhale. And exhale, allowing the breath to move through that space. Taking another inhale. And exhale without pushing anything away. Once more, inhale. And release. Now feel into this. There is something here that is ready to end. Not because you are forcing it, because it is already done. And what has been holding it in place is you. Just see that. No judgment, no pressure, just truth. Now, without trying to figure out what comes next, allow yourself to release your grip, allowing the body to soften, the space around it to expand. Not dramatically, just a subtle letting go. Let it fall if it wants to fall. Let it end if it's already ending. And stay with what remains. Feel what's still here when you're not holding that in place. Not an idea, a direct experience. What is here without the performance, without the protection? Just notice. Taking a deeper breath in, feel that in the body. And an even slower exhale out. Now ask yourself quietly, what is real in me right now? Let it show you. Feel your body again. Becoming aware of your hands. Aware of your chest as it rises gently and falls. Aware of the sensation of your face. The simple fact that you are here. Take one more full breath in through the nose. Pause at the top. And release completely. And gently, when you are ready, allow the eyes to open and come back to this space. Welcome back, family. Christopher will now lead us in our offering moment.
All right, everyone. Before we close today, we're going to take a moment for our offering, and I'd like to speak to this directly. So what we're doing here each week, this space, this transmission, this community, doesn't run on intention alone. It runs on support. And the truth is, very few of you have been giving. Not because you don't receive value, because it's easy to take this in and then move on. But if this space matters to you, if it meets you in something real, then it requires participation, not as a donation, but as alignment, because the same pattern we've been talking about today shows up here. Seeing the value, feeling the impact, and then hesitating right at the point of action. Oh, this helps me out, but I'll do it later, and later doesn't come. So I'm asking you to be honest. If this space supports you, please support it. If this work matters to you, then invest in it, not from pressure and not from obligation, but from integrity. You can give at merkabatemple.com/donate or on Venmo at Merkaba Temple, all one word. And let this be practice, not just generosity, but congruence. Closing the gap between what you receive and how you respond. Because we're building something real here, and real things require real support. So take a moment, feel what's true for you, and act from there.
And while you are taking out your phones and sending your offering, here is a few quick announcements before we close. This summer, we're bringing Merkaba retreats to Colorado.
What?
We will be in Evergreen, Colorado for 2 immersions designed for deep reset, clarity, and realignment. One in June for the summer solstice and the other in August for the Lionsgate portal. If you've been feeling the call to work with us, this is a powerful opportunity to step into the field. You can check it out at www.merkabaretreats.com for more information or contact us directly to discuss.
And many of you who were here last week, you know that Camille was joining us for her private retreat. And here's what she had to share. Camille said, spending a week in Puerto Vallarta with Chris and Aeon was one of the most profound and meaningful healing experiences I've had in years. From the moment I arrived, they created a space that felt incredibly safe, intentional, and deeply nurturing, allowing me to fully let go and further into my healing than I thought possible. This plant medicine retreat was supported by a range of complementary healing modalities, all woven together in a way that felt seamless and deeply aligned. Every detail of the environment felt purposeful. The space itself, the nourishing food, the daily rhythm of yoga, meditation, and integration. It genuinely felt as though the entire experience was attuned to exactly what I needed, helping me access places within myself I couldn't have reached on my own. And that's only part of her beautiful testimonial, which led us both to tears when we read it. So if you'd like to read Camille's full testimonial, you can find it at merkabaretreats.com.
And I'd like to also share Christopher is leading a live webinar this Friday called Recovery, Relapse, and Psychedelics. This is not a surface level conversation. It is a direct look at why so many people, even the most committed, continue to struggle with relapse and what's actually missing from the systems that are supposed to help. Christopher will be sharing from lived experience, from clinical work, and from what we're seeing inside these deeper containers, looking at what actually creates change and what doesn't. This is for those of us in recovery, practitioners, leaders, and anyone who can feel that something is incomplete in the current model. It's live, it's free, and it will be direct. You can register using the link that's in the chat. If this speaks to you, be there.
Oh, I'd love to have you there. It's going to be great. So thanks again, y'all, for being here with us today. We love you so much. We honor you with all of our hearts. Aeon will now close the service with prayer.
All right. Divine light in us, through us, and as us, we close this space, but not the truth that has been revealed. What has been seen cannot be unseen. What has been felt cannot be unfelt. And what has been named now asks to be lived. Give us all the courage to not turn away from it, not to soften it, not to delay it, not to pretend we need more time. Strengthen us to stand at the edge without negotiating with what we already know, and to release what is no longer true without carrying it forward. To allow what is ending to end cleanly, and in that space to trust what remains. Not something we have to create, but something that has always been here, steady, whole, and real. As we leave this space, walk with us in the moments that matter, in the decisions we've been avoiding, in the conversations we've been delaying, and in the places where truth is asking to be chosen. Let us not return to sleep. Let us not return to performance. Let us walk in integrity with what has been revealed. We place this path, this community, and this moment of clarity in your care. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Guru Om. Amen. Aho. Ashe. And so it is.
And so it is. All right, let us seal our service by singing The Longtime Sun, followed by Sat Nam. The words can be found in the chat. Oh, hold on one second. I gotta share my
Sound.
sound with you. Do you see the share here?
Yep, right there.
Yeah, right there. Okay, hold on, everybody. Sorry about that. Here we go. There we go.
Shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. May your long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Do, do, do. May your long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Key change. Guide your way on.
Palms together, bringing them to the heart center, closing with Satnam.
Nam. Truth is our identity.
One more time.
Go.
Satnam, everybody. Truth is definitely our identity. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your presence, your breath, your open-mindedness, and your dedication to our beautiful community. A deep gratitude to our Horizon Council, Roy, Jacob, and Sapphire, for holding this field with such steadiness, devotion, and integrity every week. Your service strengthens this temple more than you know. And as we close, all of you are warmly invited to stick around for a minute for fellowship if you're able, to connect, to share, and to be together. And if you need to go, know that you remain connected to us, to the temple, to the community, and to the living current that moves through all of us.
So, walk in light, walk in love, and remember, we are all one. Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Guru Om.
Amen, Aho, Ashe, and so it is.
So
Give us a minute, everyone, to set this space up for fellowship.
Recording stopped.